What's up, guys? It's your boy Turnbuster65, and today we are playing Anodyne for the 12th time. We forgot to record my microphone, so I don't know what to do for an intro. So here you go. There we go. That's how we're going to start it off. Yeah, so funny story, while I was recording this part, I didn't realize that I still had the software on my PlayStation to have my microphone muted. So although I had my headset mic turned on, I didn't allow any mic audio to go through on my PlayStation at all, meaning that all the commentary I said for this episode doesn't exist. Now I have to make a new one. I went ahead and decided to do this a little bit differently. I do it sort of not a live reaction, but while post commentating. Yeah, this my love is just talking about stars relating to windows up on the rooftops. Interesting concept. I'm not gonna go over it. It was weird, but yeah. So this time I went ahead and edited this video ahead of time and then do the post recording audio, so I know what's going to be coming up. Yeah, this is a really positive message. I love you people for being my stars. I love how no matter how effed up your life is or how far you think you've fallen, you're lovely for tonight. The words of a serial killer, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. You see there, I took the time to process that all in. Now let's move on. So here, this is the dungeon for this area. Yep. It's the first section right here. They did mention about the hotel, if you saw last episode. The cubes did. Each cube ruler did. The blue one and the red one. So this is the hotel, and I gotta say, this music right here, best in the game. This trumps I think it's the cavern where, the underwater cavern. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but I just looked into the Spotify playlist today for Anodyne because I was curious on whether there was a playlist that existed. I found one through there. Unfortunately, a few of the songs doesn't seem to be available on there. I'm not sure if I need Spotify Premium because I don't have Spotify Premium. I'm just a regular Spotify listener. But there's certain songs on there that you can listen on to Spotify that doesn't run the process of ads, such as game soundtracks, or I guess if it's non-copyrighty, or I guess if it's music that's non-copyright. Because Octopath, I can listen to the full Octopath playlist, and I don't have to listen to any of those Spotify ads, but I guess it's only through browser though. I think I'm not sure if it's the same through the app. I know through browser, I haven't had those issues with certain songs, but if it's done through the app, I think that's the case, no matter what. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong on that. I can correct myself too, but I'd rather not look up something while I'm doing post-recording audio because I want to focus on the commentary. Or I don't know, the lack thereof. I can also cut out any parts that I sound terrible and re-record it. But I don't want to do that. I can. I've done it already for a few videos that I've done post audio commentary for. So all this reminds me of my speech teacher. When I was back in elementary school, I was put in special ed for lack of worse. Not classes altogether, but just in terms for speech. Speech special ed. If y'all understand, that's through high school, there's certain things, if you never had an IEP or whatever the other one is, there's a special section in your school, depending on how big it is, where it's dedicated to special learning, aka known as special education, for kids that have a harder time focusing because of a mental issue, not necessarily because they're just retarded in the non-medical sense. They don't want to be hard-headed, but in terms of just genetically, because there were certainly kids in the classroom that I've noticed from time, or I spotted around, that went to there, but didn't have special education classes as opposed to the other kids. I went to a big high school, graduated class of over 1,200 people, so yeah. It's a little different from when I was going to elementary school, having about roughly, I forget how big, I guess it was a private school because we wore uniforms, but at the same time, it wasn't one of those bougie private schools. We wore white shirts and navy throughout my kindergarten, second grade years, and then we had a little poll vote. And from what I remember, overall, about 200 students voted on there. So, but I think it's smaller than that because we overall had 20 teachers. I think 23 teachers for kindergarten through 5th grade, which, yeah, that's not a lot. That's, if you do that, because kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, that's 6 grades. And then doing that, dividing that by 23, that's going to give you not 5.5. Let's see, 6, 18, 20, just below 4 per grade. So yeah, 3 to 4 teachers per grade, as opposed to larger elementary schools, which have about 9 or 10. I'm not certain, I'm just speculating. But yeah, compared to middle school and high school, where there are a bunch of teachers that teach the same course, they teach different courses, it's way different. But even so, there are smaller high schools. And there's still high schools, like there are high schools that have the same amount per class, like per 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade class, that then, yeah. Wait, no, never mind. I mean, altogether, not per grade. I mean, altogether had the same amount as my elementary school did in its entirety, so. But anyway, enough about nostalgia and schools. This is seem to be doing a lot of navigation with these dust. It's pretty interesting to have this revolve around essentially a janitor. I'm assuming I'm a janitor having their own roleplay adventure of a Legend of Zelda game. This is by far one of the most bizarre games I've played without having much in it. What I mean is, it's a really bizarre game, but there's not a lot of meat to get you lost or distracted everywhere. It's all contained. It's a refined bizarrement, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to explain it. When I started playing this game, I got greeted by a man in a cloak. Or I see this beloved wake up from a dream, start saying young. The first thing this mother reminds me of is Dexter, and then the white monkey from Ape Escape. Because of how his appearance is. If you look at him, he's literally the human form of the white monkey. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm lying. But yeah, when I first played this game, it's so bizarre, and then just the people you interact with. I mean, I never played through a Zelda-lite game before, minus any Zelda game I've played. Similar to playing a game that's reminiscent of another kind of game, such as Souls-like games. I played through, well, I didn't play through Bloodborne, but I played Bloodborne for a little bit, and then I played Code Vein, which is an anime version of Dark Souls, which I'll recommend to anybody out there. It's currently free for, I think, PlayStation Plus Premium. I'm not sure if it's still an extra game or not, but it's an extra game to begin with, but if it is, then I recommend getting it. It's pretty cool. I also would do it with somebody. You can do a solo venture, but there's a co-op function, as in nature with other Souls-like games. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I haven't gone back to do a replaying version of it, but it's got endless replayability. Basically going through the same things, but from whatever materials you gathered, it carries over. And then the endings and the stories are really pretty cool. I think it should be an anime itself. It's got the potential makings of being in, even if it's one of those 12 episode one-off series kind of thing, such as, What is it? Freaking escapes my mind. Not Code Eater. God Eater. That's a God Eater. Cause I'm very disappointed that God Eater's only a 12 episode, 1 season anime. Seriously, man, that anime, it's such a tease. Like, I like the story so much, and the game itself is pretty meh. It's not even mid. It's slightly above trash. This is my playthrough of it. I think it's a single player too. I expected it to be multiplayer or have an online multiplayer minimum, but it's single player. It's stupid. I mean, at least it was an online multiplayer game. I'm not sure. I need to go double check that. If I do, then when I go to record, or not record, when I go to edit this, I'll just put up words and put that over my audio commentary. I know, weird. I can go and edit this out, the audio, go look it up for myself, and put it here. Because since it's done in post, I can just do that. But no, I'm not gonna do that. F it, screw it. The only reason I would do it at now, because I'm doing this all in one take, is if there was something going on IRL while I'm recording my voice for this, which has happened a few times. It's even happened while I'm recording gameplay. Biggest one being my mom, whenever she comes over to my room, or when she's talking on the phone. And then when there's activity going on outside, such as cars, zooming, my neighbors getting up to some ruckus, the landscaping people. Yeah. Because I don't have the best quality mic out there, or a mic with one of those sound filters on there, gain filters, and then proper software to really record better, I gotta get around hearing larger sounds. Well, this part is pretty fun right here. I mean that sarcastically and also a little bit literal. I like this concept of this vents pushing out gas. I thought at first they were going to do damage, so I was very weary of going on them. But then once I saw that once I saw this, I was fine. I said, okay, I can deal with this. Whew. And then I just got tired of it. So I understood you're supposed to block out the vents and then go to down there. But I decided, F it, I'm going to do it this way. Doesn't matter anyway, because getting down here and then getting back after I got the thing I got here, which was a key, I think it was a key. It was either a key or a car, one of the two, I can't remember. But yeah, with the item I got here, I'll try to go back up. It's pretty annoying. It wasn't fun because I had to push against the controls. It's a pretty strong gust from those vents. I felt as so much it was going to be bothered that thankfully, because this is post-audio commentary, I just sped it up. Whew. I don't understand the zombies. I wish the zombies were enemies you can attack. They're just there. I don't understand the purpose of them at all. At least with the black people in the 1950s, they didn't move until you came close to them. Once they came close, they felt that their property was disrespected. Look at this editing right here. You saw that? Saw how smooth that transition to music was? And how fast this is going? I'm getting better. I told you. I'm getting better. I'm implementing more things with Share Factory that is just beyond cutting and doing zoom-ins. I'm actually learning stuff. This will help me for when I progress to things such as Sony Vegas, for an example. And give myself an Elgato or a screen recording thing and find out a way to plug in a cable or have a cord for the TV to display onto my computer and whatnot. But that requires me getting a better computer, upgrading from Windows 7 to at least Windows 10. I don't know, we're getting that all in the works. That's gonna happen. I mean, I got laid off, so now I got all the time in the world. Shout out my former job. It's a fortunate situation. They had to close. We were supposed to be moving, and I had plans to move to this place for the past few weeks. Something went on between them and the people they got the new lease from. It's all ugly, but I haven't made my file for unemployment yet, which is weird. I was trying to do it today, and then the process was a little bit frustrating because I was trying to find a place to do it online, and I don't know. It's you would think it's simple sometimes to go look up something, and then when you get a Google search, the place you're trying to look it up on, whether it be the website or whatever you're looking up to these other websites, gives you the runaround. So eventually you have to look up either a specific video or a specific article mentioning about it to get there, when it should have just popped up to begin with as one of the first search results. Same thing going on with this. I look up unemployment in my state, and the first thing I get when I click on the result is about a video about how the unemployment works instead of just a place to apply for unemployment here. I don't want to, bro, just let me apply for unemployment. I've done it before. I've done it with my previous job when I got laid off due to COVID-19 pandemic, with the government decided to close down all non-essential businesses. But that's a topic for another day. I think I've also mentioned that before. I'm not sure. I was definitely recording YouTube videos, so I think I've mentioned about it. Anyway, finally gotten through some of these keys, and then as you saw there for floor one, there was one side that we got through. Oh no, we're not on floor one yet. Never mind. This is floor two. And this is basically going around here. I wanted to go explore around all the floors. I explored through floor 4, go into floor 3, and then this is floor 2 where there's 2 cards. All the freaking this is floor 3 with all the hotel rooms. So I went back to floor 3 after going to floor 2, getting the keys, and then just going through all these little keyhole things to get these cards. I think for this was another key. So we had a lot of keys here. Oh no, this is for that floor, right. And this will just take me to floor 2. The other side of floor 2, which I explored through all of it, so there's no point in me doing that. I'm wondering where else to go, so I think I went back to floor, bottom here, floor 2. And finally, we're going to tackle floor 1, but as you see, we got these 2 gates. Signify here, and you see a button up there. You see that enemy up there. You're gonna need to kill that slime and press that button to open those 2 gates. But the only way to do that is get through floor 1 through this way, through these stairs. Ooh, and as you see, it's an eye opener. Quite an eye opener. What this game is, you're gonna see a real eye opener soon. How soon? I'm not going to say how soon. I'm not going to spoil it. But it frustrated the heck out of me. And I had a great reaction that I wish I recorded. Or I had on recording when I recorded the gameplay. And not having the microphone muted like an idiot. But I digress. If you've listened to this far, or are watching this far, comment below your favorite breakfast meal. What kind of thing you like to having breakfast the most? Whether it be cereal, Frosted Flakes, Fruity Loops, Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms, whatever the case may be. Or if you're someone that likes a meal, such as myself, I'm very simple. I can go for a breakfast bowl. I'm down for a breakfast bowl any time of the week. Yeah, these enemies were annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you. Are they more annoying than frogs? No. But they're certainly up there in terms of annoyance. The frogs are the most annoying enemies in the game. Oof. There's one part, I think it was back up. Yeah, I think back up in Luigi's Mansion where you saw how annoying those frogs are. No, it was before that. I forgot the level now, but you've been watching through my series of Anodyne, you know where. I think those things that were squirting in that underwater cavern area, those were up there. But I think their annoyance has gone down to middle of the road, just for being that they're more in the beginning of the game or the first half of the game, because now we're in the second half of the game. So they're not here, but they were there before during certain paths, and especially during that underwater area when I was going through those caverns. I'm thankful that this eye doesn't do any damage when you go over it. Oh, sorry about that. Looks like I actually had to take a break in, well, a small break in doing this commentary, as my house phone decided to ring from a private caller. Go figure. A house phone that rarely rings these days. Usually it would have rang at least 4 times a day. Now it's a rare occurrence. Today it rang twice. Now my phone is the one that gets all these random callers. My love is calling me from Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, Wisconsin, Wyoming, all these states that I don't live in. And then the state that I do live in, the region, it's not even the right region. So annoyed. These telemarketers. I believe ever since I created an Indeed profile, because if you're an employer, you can just go look at the profile and not publicly, but see information about the person you want to hire, their name, phone number, email address, living address, all that stuff. So that's pretty fun. And I think that's where this came from. I'm not sure why employers want to be leaking my numbers to these telemarketers, but I think that's the case. Oh yeah, this was fun. That was fun. You saw that right there? That was the fun I was talking about a little bit ago. So, fun thing about those dust clouds is whenever you get onto the land, they'll just stay on the edge right there. I think the first time it happens, you get off, you can try to get back on it. But the moment it's stuck onto an edge of the little land right there, you have to take the broom to go out and then redo it. I see, the first time I was thinking, okay, it got caught on the edge, so I'll just avoid the edge. And then I went down in the middle, and somehow it shifted to the freaking ground and got clipped there. And I tried to go back on it, and as soon as I did, once again, it disappeared. So this time, I made sure to go there and do it as slow as possible, ensuring no glitch or nothing to happen. Because I think what happened is, I might have went a little fast and probably tried to press going down, and in some weird fashion, the game took that as me being too close on one of the edges. Cause I still don't even understand how to get on the edge of the one thing of the border. How to get on the border of the wall right there. There's no land right there for it to clip on. So I don't know how that happened. And then the other thing, I was literally closer to the wall than I was to the edge of the ground there. And it clipped onto the ground. That one did not make any sense. That one made less sense than the one that clipped onto the freaking wall. That's what's annoying about this. Ooh. There we go. We got that unlocked, and then we come to this side, and now we get on to getting the second set of gates open by hitting this button. And we leave you off with the tease. Again, another cliffhanger of the boss I'll face at a later date. Take care, y'all, and peace.